If you're stuck on what to make for breakfast, then watch this video because I am sharing some paleo breakfast recipes that are delicious, easy breakfast ideas that you can make any day of the week. And for the best healthy paleo recipes, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. I upload 2 to 3 times a week. So the first recipe we're making is this Stovetop Granola. I am obsessed with it. It's such a warm, nice granola to make really easily and quickly. So I'm using a mix of nuts and some coconut flakes, as well as a little bit of coconut sugar and some coconut oil. To that, I'm going to be adding in some vanilla for some flavor, as well as some cinnamon, which really adds a nice spice to this granola. So we're going to be cooking this on the stovetop. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know I have been loving this lately, especially if you live in a cooler area like I do. Warm granola is just so nice and comforting. So I add that to a pan on medium heat and I just cook it till everything kind of gets golden brown and fragrant. You'll start to smell it and the nuts will caramelize and get nice and golden. While that is cooking, you can go ahead and get your favorite dairy-free yogurt. I've been using this one from Chobani lately and I do really like it. It's a bit thicker than some of the other dairy-free yogurts, which I prefer to the ones that are like really soupy and runny. So once your granola is done, you can go ahead and add that to your dairy-free yogurt. Then I'm going to be adding on some blueberries and some pomegranate seeds. Blueberries are great because they're full of anthocyanins. It's what makes them blue. And what those do is that really helps your cognitive function. It helps promote longevity. They're also a lower sugar fruit. And then pomegranate seeds are just loaded with fiber and vitamins and vitamin C, and they also help your memory. So it's definitely a good brain boosting bowl in the morning. Next up, I'm showing you a couple sweet potato toast options I have been reaching for lately. So I'm going to start off by slicing up a sweet potato to make our toast. This is definitely something that is really good to prep ahead of time and then keep in the fridge or freezer, and then you can honestly pop them in your toaster like toast. So sweet potatoes can be a bit difficult to cut because they're hard, so try to get about 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices. Sweet potatoes are great because they're a bit more of a complex carb. They're loaded with fiber and also vitamin B6, which helps to give us energy. It also provides a really easy paleo bread because paleo breads can be hard to find. So this is a really great inexpensive toast option that's gluten-free, paleo, and easy to do. So once those are out of the oven, or once you've popped them in your toaster, I'm going to start off by cutting up an avocado to put on one of them. Avocado is great. It's loaded with healthy fats that are good for both your skin and your gut. And those healthy fats also help to fill us up, which really helps to satiate you because we want to be satiated with the first meal that we are eating in the morning. Avocados are also a fruit and they're really low sugar, which is also good for your blood sugar because when you have a lot of sugar in the morning, all that does is send your blood sugar haywire pretty much all day. So we're starting off with a good high fat meal. To that, I'm adding on some smoked salmon. Salmon is super good for you. It is loaded with omega-3s, is full of brain food. I'm sure you've heard your mom say when you were little that fish is brain food, and salmon definitely is. Plus, it's a bit different than adding on an egg. You can definitely add on an egg, but I've been going for salmon a lot more lately, and like I said, good brain food. And I'm just finishing it off with some parsley just to add a little bit more flavor. And on the second one, I'm doing baru seed butter. Now this is a great nut-free alternative. I know a lot of you are nut-free, and this is actually a seed. It kind of tastes like peanuts, but I promise it's completely nut-free. It's really high in fiber, high in antioxidants and protein. So if you can't have nuts, I would look for baru seeds, and I just blend that up and I make my own butter. To that, I'm adding on some blueberries, which you guys know from the first recipe. Really good for your cognition, your memory. They're a superfood, a longevity food, and they are a low sugar fruit, which is so good. And then a little bit of hemp seeds on the top, just to kind of finish it off. Add a little bit more omega-3s, some healthy fats, and you have some 2 delicious sweet potato toast options. And then we are making these really good egg cups that are the perfect meal prep. So I'm just literally cracking an egg into some silicone muffin tins. I find this makes it easier to pop them out after, and you don't have to spray them with any grease or anything. And this is good if you are especially rushed in the morning, you're going off to school or to work and you're really busy and you kind of want to prep everything in advance. So you can bake these off and then just grab them in the morning. There can even be a snack too if you like a lighter breakfast. I simply add some Himalayan salt and some pepper. You can definitely add, veggies to this or leftover veggies. I've done that before. If you have any leftover zucchini or peppers or anything, throw those in there. But this is a really good lighter breakfast. I also always like to add herbs if I have them in my fridge. I just find that herbs really elevate any dish and they give it so much flavor. So I'm just adding on some parsley here. Eggs are super great for you because they are a complete protein. So it's really less expensive than like a chicken or a beef while still being a complete protein. And they're also rich in choline, especially the yolk. The yolk is what has all the great benefits in it. So I would really encourage you to step away from the whole eating egg white trend and the egg white omelet trend, because the yolks have the healthy fats and the choline and all those great amino acids that we want in the eggs. It also helps to keep you full. So if you do remove the yolks and just eat the egg whites, yes, they're high in protein, but there's no healthy fats that are really going to be nice and satiating. So you pop them out. Like I said, they're really easy, good to go, good for a prepped breakfast ahead of time, a lighter breakfast, or even like a mid-morning snack as well. It's definitely one of my go-tos and just such a simple thing to do in the morning.